Hi fire signs, welcome to your December 2021 reading. My name is Stephanie and this is the Luna Phoenix. If you're new here, welcome. Make sure to subscribe, like the video, share the video. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. I'm going to do things a little differently today. I'm going to do the fire signs and I will leave timestamps in the description box. But I wanted to just pull overall energy for all three fire signs, which would be, Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. But then I pulled the recent past for each sign and we'll kind of go from there. So again, I will leave timestamps in the description box. This is a general reading, so it may not resonate with every fire sign out there. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Yeah, but let's get into it. So, I hope everybody had a nice Thanksgiving if you're here in the U.S. A good time with family. Some people don't necessarily believe in the holiday, but I hope you were at least able to enjoy time with your loved ones. But let's get into it again. So the overall energy that I pulled for fire signs in general is Door to Spirit. And I'm kind of messing with the camera angles, so hopefully this comes out right. And then first chakra, Archangel Michael. A couple things with that. And then at the bottom we had Victory. So what I immediately got from this was a connection to the higher dimensions, angels, ancestors, guides, and then also a connection to your base, Earth, Gaia, your root chakra, your ancestry on a different level. So it's like a connection to both. Like you're able to be in the higher dimensions as well as the lower, not necessarily lower dimensions, but you know what I mean. You're able to connect at a higher vibration, but also connect with yourself and ground. So you're not just out here just, I always make a joke that I'm like a space cadet. Sometimes I just get too far into like spiritual stuff that I forget I am here on Earth. So I see like a balance here. And then Victory, what this is telling me is that there's been some kind of overcoming of something. But then I also pulled some from the Ghetto Nuns deck for energy to kind of get some more use out of them and get to know them a little better. And we got Prince, Go Crazy, Sexuality, High Heels, When Doves Cry, Soft-Spoken, Religion, Signs, Symbols, Cherry Moon, and Purple. To me, what I get from this is like royalty. And then we had Nightmare on Elm Street, Bad Dreams, Razor Sharp, Subconscious Fears. Sorry, that's my curtain. Sleepless Nights, Child Neglect, Registered Offender, Burned and Scarred, Hellbound, and In Your Head. So we'll get more on that. This could be breaking ancestral trauma. Sometimes we live out the trauma that our ancestors lived out so that we can heal it, right? So if you're dealing with something that, maybe your dad or your grandfather or your mom or your grandmother dealt with, then you may be here to break that tie or that chain. So anyway, I'll go over each one of the recent past for each sign, and then I'll come back and get more specific. So for Sagittarius, we had Prosperity Begins, Victory and Success, and Trapped in Fear. So particularly the overall energy I'm seeing is more in relation to Sagittarius, although you'll see what I mean when I get into these other signs. It is very much so a fire sign collective. But specifically, we have Victory here twice, and then we have Trapped in Fear, and then we have Subconscious Fears here. So there may be an energy around you that kind of puts you into fear, and I feel like it's an internal thing. Like there's nothing externally going on that would cause some kind of fear in you. I feel childhood, and I feel like that's where Freddie comes in. You know, he preyed on children. So there's something in your adolescence that is affecting you as an adult, and it's a subconscious fear, so you may not even be aware of it, but it's keeping you from achieving whatever it is that you want fully. Now, although we have victory here, it's like you get right to the edge and then step back. Right to the edge and then step back. So we'll get more into that. For Aries, we had, now this was interesting to me because it's very, I see awakening here. And I mean, that's literally what one of these cards says, but if you look at it, we have passion ignited and awareness, and then positive movement forward. So you're coming into your own, you're recognizing gifts that you have, you're recognizing your ability to transcend any obstacles that may be coming your way. I feel like you have broken chains. I feel like Aries has really done some deep shadow work, and you have been able to address issues that have run in your bloodline and have been able to kind of face them head on. It's like waking up with Freddie and just fighting him. You know what I mean? Like, just, you're not gonna get me. As my son would say, Monka, you're not gonna get me. So that's more the energy I'm getting. There's a new passion for life here. And it's the positive movement forward is taking this passion and applying it into your life in multiple ways, relationships, careers. There's like it's like the sun has come out. And I feel like that's why we see this. So the solar eclipse that's coming up may be significant, because that's what this is reminding me of, these two circles right here. So it may be a significant time for you for more clarity on where to apply these new gifts or this new passion, if you will. And then let me move this one. For Leo, we had spiritual strength, material and spiritual prosperity, and deception and envy. So again, it kind of is on the same little timeline here. There's a lot of green here, which to me, you know, a lot of people do relate that to envy, but it's heart chakra. This is being, I mean, I feel like the envy is coming from you. You may be envying somebody. Sorry for my daughter. You may be envying someone, but not realizing that maybe they have the same struggles as you, or maybe there's a reason you're envious, and it's something, it always comes back to us, right? So what is this reason you're envy? Is it because you're not making the steps that you need to make? Well, let's address those reasons. Why are we not making the steps? Are we afraid of failure? Are we afraid of judgment? What is keeping us from achieving our path instead of watching someone else achieve theirs and be envious of it? Now, this could be somebody envious of you, but I do feel that this is coming from you. And I'm seeing to work on your heart chakra. Your heart chakra is being activated so that you're able to look at people with love, instead of, you know, why are they getting these accolades? Why are they getting this? Why are they getting that? Seeing them in a different light. Maybe they worked hard for this. Maybe this is their opportunity. Maybe they have finally defeated their demons. So let me look at mine so that I can defeat my own, if that makes sense. So I'm going to pause here, and I'm going to come back and get a little more into the current energy and what's coming in for all three signs. So I'll see you guys soon. Sagittarius, happy birthday. This is the later part of your reading, getting into the current energy and what's coming in. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Now, what came out in your current energy is the Five of Cups clarified by the Nine of Cups, Six of Wands, Magician, What I'm getting is a defeated energy, but also like a recognition energy. Can you back up a little bit, please? Thank you. It's like you're trying to manifest your way out of that defeated unworthiness feeling that you're feeling. But I'm not seeing a lot of actual movement here. I'm seeing a lot of back and forth, mental energy. There's like a coming out and then a going within, coming out, going within, coming out, going within. And so it's like I kind of tell people this when I'm doing like personals. You can't, all right, I'm about to tap into like a low vibration, but you can't put a love spell on somebody and then expect them to just love you. Like, for one, it's unethical, but two, it's not in your high vibration, right? So you're not doing anything, of a higher vibration that's going to attract things to you. Instead, it's like a manipulation of energy to try and get something out of something. So while I do see some internal work going on, I do see like trying to manipulate is a strong word, but it's like trying to manifest without putting forth any action. So almost like not necessarily spell work, but if you can think of like putting a spell on something and then just, okay, that's what it is, you're not really going to get the results that you may think you are. So now at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Cups. So you're wanting emotional fulfillment. And we're starting off here with the Five of Cups, clarified by the Nine of Cups in reverse, which tells me that there's like this long, and in the beginning of your reading, in the recent past, we have this childhood type energy of something kind of keeping you from moving forward, right? It's on your mind. It's a subconscious thing, and it's a fear. So I'm feeling like really what it is not feeling good enough for whatever it is you're trying to obtain. Now, when we get into what's coming in, we have the Knight of Swords clarified by the Five of Cups again, which is a confirmation for me that there's some kind of emotional loss here. I don't feel like it's a relationship or anything like that. I feel like it's an internal anguish, and I'm hearing anguish. Like this is something that you've dealt with for a long time, and you really just want to get to the Ten of Cups. But again, there's this back and forth. So then we had the Hermit, and the Hermit came out twice too, which also indicates to me that you are going within quite a bit. But are you really addressing the subconscious fears? Are you really addressing the childhood trauma? For some of you, what's standing out to me is child neglect out of this card right here. Child neglect and registered offender. Now, we all know what that means, right? Some of you have been sexually abused as children. And as someone who has been through that, it affects your life in ways you would not even think of. There is trust issues. There is security issues. There is probably daddy and mommy issues. There's all kinds of things that, unworthiness. There's so many facets of your adult life that being abused as a child will affect you subconsciously. So are you addressing these things? And I feel like I have to go a little harder on you guys because these are things that I deal with. And I inherently know that until you deal with them at a root level, remember the root chakra came out, until you deal with them at a root level, you're going to keep having these fears. You're going to keep having this self-doubt and this unworthiness that just kind of bubbles up underneath the surface. So clarifying the Hermit, we have the Five of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. So that is a lot of fives here. That's what, 4 fives? Yeah. 5 is a significant number for you. You may be seeing 555. it could determine time. I don't really do that, but it could say 5 weeks from now. You know, 5 is just significant. You may be born on the 5th, something like that. It's just basically a confirmation that this is for you. But this is a lack mindset. This is conflict. This is a conflict that doesn't get resolved. This is feeling left out, abandoned, and it's a perpetual mind issue, like just ruminating back and forth over what to do next. What do I do next? But I'm not good enough for this. But I am good enough for this, because remember, we got the 6 of Wands here. So you know you're as good as you feel. You okay?
Yeah.
But it's this subconscious fear that keeps you from creating whatever it is that you want to create, which to me appears to be the 10 of Cups, which is emotional fulfillment, emotional stability. You're tired of feeling like you're not good enough. Tired of asking these questions. What did I do in life to deserve the life I have? Right? Sometimes we didn't necessarily do anything. We went through something, which, you know, I feel like that is probably one of the worst forms of abuse you can go through, is childhood sexual abuse at all. But why keep letting that run your life, right? You're letting this person live rent-free in your mind. When I first heard that, I was like, man, it's so true, because you're the one drinking the poison expecting somebody else to die, right? So it's this constant back and forth, back and forth. I keep seeing that. So anyway, this stood out to me quite a bit because it's 3 major arcana, which tells me that this is a fated and destined time in your life. This is a pivotal time, which is also what 5 represents to me, divine change. Your life is changing dramatically. We have the Tower, Judgment, and the Hermit. So what I'm seeing here is the illusions, the subconscious fears are being completely brought to the surface so that you can be redeemed, so that you can see them for what they are, excuse me, address them, and find your own way. The Hermit goes within to find their own way. And Judgment to me is just redemption. This is salvation. This is, I've been through this. I'm being recognized for my strength and my tenacity to get through this. How am I going to move forward? Sometimes a tower, a lot of people look at the Tower as bad. I don't necessarily look at it as bad. Although I'm a Scorpio, I'm a fixed sign. I like things the way they are. I have been forced to accept change, because that is one constant in our lives. It's change. Things are always changing. So we can't expect our life to always be the same. And why would you want it to be? This world is full of beautiful things, beautiful experiences that need to be had. You know, we have a limited time here, so why not enjoy it? Why let things that happen to us in our past keep us from enjoying our life at the fullest capacity? So I'm gonna leave that with you guys. Normally I pull guidance, but I feel like that's pretty straightforward. This is a time of radical change. This is a time for, I hate saying radical anymore after all the election commercials, but this is a time of radical change and a time to really get to the core of why you haven't been able to move past a certain point in your life. Because you will transcend it, and you will be able to achieve this 10 of Pentacles, but, you know, 10 of Cups energy. So, Sagittarius, again, happy birthday to you. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope this resonated. Please make sure to like, subscribe, share the video, and I will see you guys soon. Take care. Hi, Aries. Welcome to the rest of your reading. So, I'm going to go ahead and get into this. your reading is kind of similar to Sagittarius, so if you want to check the timestamp, you can watch that also. But it does go into the collective energy of fire signs with this childhood trauma type thing. But what we have in the recent past is the Five of Pentacles clarified by the Seven of Wands, with the Page of Swords clarified by the Two of Wands, and then the Four of Wands. So a lot of fire energy here. What I get with the Five of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands is I'm feeling a lot of family energy. Like this is like conflict with family, like a back and forth, trying to break out of family patterns, and maybe actual disputes with family. This is a very defeated energy, very left out, feeling abandoned. And then this is an energy of kind of fighting energy off from other people. The Page of Swords, what I'm getting here, and it was actually standing out to me here on the Freddy card, razor sharp. So your overall energy, or your recent past, was passion ignited, awareness, and positive movement forward. So there's been like this clarity that's come in. Your mental state has become very clear, and it's allowed you to address some of these childhood issues and some of these familial issues. And in that, I like to think of them as rabbit holes. So you've been digging for more information into, I'm hearing narcissism, so you may have been researching narcissism and empaths or different types of personality disorders. Essentially, you're researching why you have been affected by certain people the way that you have. Now that you have obtained this knowledge, it's and you know, you're still learning. We're constantly learning, right? But now that you have attained this, it's almost like I feel a sense of hope again. Like you felt hopeless before, but there's hope here again with this Four of Wands. Four of Wands represents to me stability. It could represent a soulmate connection. But what I'm getting with this particular card is a celebration, engagements, but more so like freedom. Like you've found your own stability within yourself, which I think is beautiful. And then here in the current energy, or what, you know, what's coming in, we have the Ten of Wands, excuse me. And it was clarified by the King of Pentacles and then the Ten of Wands in reverse. So what I'm getting with this is you've learned. Okay, I'll give you the rest of the cards first to tell you why I'm coming with this. We also had the Queen of Wands and then the Queen of Coins. Now, the Queen of Coins and the King of Pentacles can also represent a soul connection with somebody. So you may have very well met someone who you think is your person, someone you have a strong soul connection with. But what I'm getting with this is it's a balance between your feminine and masculine energy. I feel like your whole life you've had to be super masculine as like a shield to protect yourself from being too vulnerable or being too emotional. You were probably told that you were too emotional at times, and so you kind of created this version of yourself that's very hard around the edges. And now the King of Pentacles is someone who is financially stable, abundant, someone that's good with finances and material possessions. But I'm just getting overall a lot of masculine energy. It's very grounded, but very masculine. And we do have to have some sort of a balance here. And then with the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Coins coming out, some of this passion that's been ignited in you is the ability to tap into your feminine side and be more vulnerable and kind of let your emotions out instead of bottling them up. We also had the Ace of Cups and the Seven of Cups at the bottom of the deck here. So it seems like there still may be some illusion around emotional connections. Again, I do feel like it is family, but you're being given an opportunity to truly move forward on a new path that aligns with your passion and aligns with your enlightenment that you've come into know. And again, we do have victory here as well. I didn't pull advice cards for Sagittarius, but I am going to do that for you guys. Let me clear the table real quick. I just feel like we need a little more encouragement here. Because I do see fruitful opportunities. And like I said, there's been like this awakening. Like, you've come to realize what has been holding you back, and you've kind of been facing those demons head on. And some of them are external, like, I mean, they're all internal. They're all a reflection so that we can address it within ourselves. But I feel like you've literally been working with actual family members to resolve some of these issues. What advice do we have for Aries? What advice do we have for Aries? So I'm not going to take that. That one wants to come out. Never-ending story. So yeah, it's been like this thing. It's been your whole life. Again, it's like this constant, almost a need to get approval from people. And then you've reached this pinnacle point of not giving a fuck what anybody has to say anymore. And then we have blessed. Let me get one more. What other advice do we have for Aries? Message in a bottle. I gotta read that a little bit. Message in a bottle. Communication, a sign. Cladon, the ancient name for a spontaneous oracle delivered innocently by the speaker, pointing the way to your highest good. Spirit sends you signs when you ask for them, when you believe you will receive them, and when you allow yourself to become fluent in the language of symbols, oracles, and omens. They may come to you as a bird flying by, a logo on a truck, and a song on the radio. Expect confirmation that you're pointed in the right direction. Keep your ears open for someone might say just the right thing that will give you the answer to your questions. So I'm seeing you like pretty much on your knees and your head in your hands, almost like this, but on your knees, praying for deliverance, praying for answers, praying for peace, because all you really want to do is just be yourself. And there's been an internal conflict because of maybe judgment or the way you've been treated your whole life, being told that you have to behave a certain way. And again, that goes back into creating this false identity to present to everybody in order to protect yourself. So basically what I'm getting from this is that Spirit is aligned with you right now, and that's where this awakening energy comes from and is pushing you on the right path. That's why you've been researching. That's why you've been getting the answers, going a little deeper, getting in touch with who you really are outside of your family, outside of the way that you were raised. So I'm gonna leave that with you guys. I hope it resonates. If it does, be sure to subscribe, like the video, and I will see you guys soon. Take care. Hi, Leo. So we're going to go ahead and get into the rest of your reading. In your recent past, I had the Two of Cups, the Tower, and the Eight of Cups. The Tower was clarified by the Four of Wands, and then the Eight of Cups was clarified by the Nine of Cups in reverse. This may have not happened yet, but there has been... I feel like something was discovered in a relationship, like a personal, romantic relationship that has kind of shaken the foundation. Like the Tower literally is a foundation crumbling, and the Four of Wands is a foundation. So there has been something, I believe, that has come to light, because we do have the Sun here at the bottom of the deck, that has caused you to leave in an effort to protect yourself, because this situation was not what you thought it was. I'm hearing manipulation, so maybe you've discovered that you've been lied to, or things just aren't what they seem to be. And then moving forward, we have the Magician, clarified by the Nine of Pentacles, and then we have Strength and the Ace of Swords, which was kind of both clarified. I don't know if you guys can see that here, by the Ten of Wands, which came out sideways. So the Magician with the Nine of Pentacles is interesting, coming past the Nine of Cups in reverse. It's almost like leaving that situation, although it was painful and it did cause like emotional turmoil. There's an opportunity here for growth in different areas of your life because of you leaving this situation. And again, with Strength, which is you know, your card, and the Ace of Swords, you're cutting out what I feel like is allowing people to manipulate you, allowing people to gaslight you, basically. So you are moving into this energy of protecting yourself, having better boundaries, things like that. And then we also have the Temperance card at the bottom of the deck, which is the Sagittarius card, and we are in Sagittarius season officially. So this period of time may be significant for you in a transformational way. I feel like you're going to be in a lot of pain, because we do have the Three of Swords here at the bottom, but it's almost like you already know that you have to go through this pain to kind of come out on the other side stronger than you were before, having more confidence in yourself and the ability to tell people no, basically. It's funny because at the beginning of the reading, we had Deception and Envy come out. And I said, I don't feel like it's somebody else, but it very well could be the Deception. Now, I was just only talking about the envy part. So maybe you envied this person that you were with because you thought they were a certain way, but they were deceptive. There was a mask there, and then this person very much so has a mask on. So I'm going to see if I can get some guidance. This is a pretty short reading. It's shorter than the other two, but it's because I feel like it's very straightforward, and I feel like you guys have already kind of geared yourself up to face this head on. Yeah, this is it. What guidance do we have for Leo? Take that. What guidance do we have? Oh, clean it up. It's pretty significant. It's like you're cleaning up your life. Like, you know what? I won't attract these types of people anymore, or I won't allow these types of people in my life anymore if I don't participate in certain things anymore, or if I don't go to certain places anymore. So you're just kind of cleaning up all areas of your life to protect yourself. All right, I want a higher power. Let's get one more for Leo. Can we get one more guidance card for Leo, please? Higher power is basically just your higher power. What do you believe in? God, the universe, angels, ancestors, here and now. There's a progression here. We have 3, 21 breaks down to 3, 4, and 32, which breaks down to 5. There's a progression here. So what I feel like with that is you're going to see yourself grow. You're going to see yourself mature in ways that you haven't seen yourself. And it's because of this heartbreak. It's because of this betrayal. It's because of you feeling like you betrayed yourself. So it's like a new perspective on betrayal and cheating and lying. Like, I did this to myself. I allowed this to happen to me. And it's kind of taking ownership for your part in the situation. Here and now is basically be present. Live in the present moment. But I do want to read on this a little more. Everything happens in the now, in the present. Only this moment counts. You have what it takes to handle anything today if you let go of the need to look into the future or reflect on the past. Be present and notice what is going on right now. This moment has the potential for you to create miracles in your life. As for a relationship, I'm going to go ahead and read because I feel like that's what this is talking about. It's easy to yearn for a love affair or a friendship you may not have right now. One that is romantic, more fun, more reliable, more passionate. The good old days are gone and a new day has dawned. Let your heart trust that you have everything you need right now, whether you have the relationship you desire or not. Tomorrow is beyond your reach. Yesterday cannot return. The now is all that is available to you. Stay present and aware that in this moment, as you cherish and approve of your beautiful self, you are a magnet for love. Spirit is madly in love with you right now. Did you know that? Turn to Spirit and feel the joy of love in the here and now. So I feel like a lot of you have angels just around you, kind of comforting you, and that's where this strength is coming from. Like I said, it's a strength you've never felt before. It's an identification of yourself that you've never seen before. It's like you've taken off your own mask, if you will. So I'm going to leave that with you guys. I hope it resonated. Be sure to subscribe, like the video, and I will see you guys soon. Take care.